Mataji, Bhavya Mataji, and by their mercy, we are gathered here to glorify Lord Jagannath. Yeah. So it's already 8:15. Jagannath doesn't have any time, isn't it? There is no question of punctuality. Yes?
Yes.
So time is under control of Jagannath. So like that, the devotees of Jagannath also don't have to follow in time. You know. We are taking his example. So anyway, so what should you do today?
Again, Jagannath.
Jagannath Katha. Okay.
Prabhu, last time you told the crow story about crow and all.
That is the yeah.
Can you please tell that again?
Again.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we'll
I
do
missed
that.
it because I went to collect children.
Okay, we'll do that during the question answer. Okay. So Lord Jagannath is very, very merciful. So we have heard many times, right? And so today he can hear that lion is approaching. Then out of the fear, he closed his eyes and intensely chanted. And lion came very near. And he could sense the breath of the lion. He could smell the lion, and he just kept eyes closed and continuously, intensely chanted. He could feel the touching of the lion as well. And, he said that, okay, finished, game over, But he was chanting and chanting and chanting. Then finally he opened the eyes. Then it's morning. So then he's convinced that the Lord saved him. So he decided not to go home anymore and stay in the jungle itself and continuously chant. So while it's happening, a Brahmana came. He said, "What are you doing here? You should go home." So he said that, "No, I can't go home. Because if I go home, then I have to get into the profession of the killing fishes, which is sinful. So I will stay here." So that Brahman again convinces, next day he comes again and he convinces. He said, no, I will not. Like that, 6 days gone. On the 6th day, the Brahmana said that you must go. You must go. Then he said that, the Raghuvara is our mind. When you are determined that, then anything is possible. He said that as long as Lord doesn't give me the darshan, I will not go from here. So this Brahmana says that I am the God. Okay? But no, you are not God. Because when the people is Sadhu Sangha, I have heard that how Vishnu looks 400 form with all the weapons and all the helmet and all. As he was saying, the Brahmana boy gradually manifested his original form. Then he had the darshan of the Lord. Then he said that, okay, now I'll go. But if I go, then I have to again engage in the killing of the fishes. So he said, you don't have to kill, but your supplies will be there. Lord will take care. I will take care. So he goes home. Then as soon as he goes home, everybody chastises him. What a irresponsible fellow. Left a wife and mother at home. He left, and all the villagers, neighbors, everybody chastised. Because there is nothing to eat, and wife and mother were going for begging, so like that. And wife also, in Odisha villages, that wife came with a झाड़ू कहाँ गया था Yes, some hints to the Matajis. Yeah. So, or now you can keep a stick at home. Yeah. So then they force him go and bring fish. He says that no, I'll not go. Okay, I'll sit home, and everything will be arranged. And how it will be arranged? No, no, no. Lord has said that it will be arranged. That means it will be arranged. So early morning, 6 o'clock, they woke up. What to cook? There is nothing, and no supplies. And wife and mother keep on fighting. 7 o'clock, nothing happened. 8 o'clock, nothing happened. Like that, around 10 o'clock, after 10, somebody came and gave some foodstuffs, and so that day is taken care. So see, supplies will come, the groceries will come. Okay, so I don't have to go. And so he was not working anymore, right? So then all the people who were chastising, the chastisement became even more. Earlier he was away. Right now he's at home doing nothing. You know, responsible fellow. And now the children also criticized him. You know, so one day he was going on the street, and one child came and beat him with a stick. Okay, so naughty children are everywhere. So, but Raghubera, he was very kind, because he was became a very pure devotee. So he was not. So he was saying that, why you are beating me? I didn't do anything. So while he continued to beat, then he said, okay, Lord will look after you. And the moment he said that boy fell dead. you know Now that entire village after him, this fellow has done some jadoo and all, he killed our son. Now you are responsible, you have to bring him to life. Don't do anything. And Lord did something. I promised to the Lord, oh Lord, if you think that he should be alive, then please bring him to life. And that boy again came to life. Now whole village and all the surrounding, the word spread that this is not our ordinary Raghu. He has got some mystic power. And then lots and lots of people started to take his darshan, gave the food stuff, gave the money and everything. So Lord arranged. you know so then basically, when all these things were arranged, then Raghubera, actually in the jungle, when Lord said that, gave the darshan and says that go home, Raghubera put a condition. Oh Lord, whenever I want, I should have your darshan. Otherwise I'll not go. you know Otherwise I'll sit here. So see, I mean, this is the, like, uh, interaction with the pure devotees, like, and Lord agreed, whenever you call me, I'll come. Okay, so when all the food stuff came, then he felt that I should cook lots of varieties and offer to the Lord. So he made all the preparation and called for the Lord. Oh Lord, please come. Lord came. Then he said that, okay, sit on my lap. I want to feed you. So he basically cooked everything. So he fed one by one item to the Lord. So while it happened in Puri, the Pandas were offering the bhoga. So in Puri, the system, right? They do the water, achman, and in the water, they see the reflection of the Lord. Okay. So you all have been to Puri. So main hall where the darshan is there, and behind that there is another hall, like the offering hall, that is straight, like facing the Lord. And there, when they offer, they look into the water and they see the reflection of the Lord. And when they see the reflection, it is confirmed that Lord is accepting. And that day, no reflection. Because Lord is in Pipili, He is not in Puri, 18 kilometers away. So they go to king, it's a king's offering, and it's not accepted and all. Then basically when the kings and the priest and everybody pray, then Lord said that I'm not here, I'm in Pipali, out of station. You know. So then king said that, who is this Raghuvara? Let's go to Pipali. And when they go, the moment they enter, Lord was sitting on the lap of Raghu, disappeared. Okay. So then basically king understood that this is not he is not an ordinary devotee. So then he brings to Raghu to Puri. And there he was became one of the priest, Bhoga priest, to serve the Lord. So that if one chants very sincerely, and Lord reciprocates, and that is basically the one of the pastime here. And similarly, that there was a king in Puri whose name is Purushottam Dev. And this pastime happened, I think, in the 11th or 12th century, something like that, in recent pastimes. And this king is a very, very powerful king, very powerful, and a very famous Puri king. And in the Kanchi king, Narsimha Dev, that he basically, they decided that, to give his daughter in the marriage to Purushottam Dev, to the king. They inquired who is the king, what is the horoscope, this one. There are the many matching happens, one is the horoscope, other one the lineage, other one is the behavior. Okay, in the Sanskrit it's called Shila, or the behavior or the like that. And they, after verification everything, then they agreed, okay, if this boy is the suitable match to us or not. We are also king. Kanchi king, so royal family, the other party should be at the equal status, isn't it? Like that. So the marriage and everything was done, and finally the engagement ceremony done. Engagement, they gave a diamonds and all necklace, and they gave the girl said they gave a necklace, diamond ring, and so on. And of course, there are both are the kings. There are the offerings. It was very, very opulent, and engagement done. And marriage will happen at a suitable time. Then Purushottam Dev requests that please stay for few days, because in the Puri, world famous, the most famous festival, Rath Yatra, famous of the whole year, that is going to be happen in few days. You stay there, you can witness Rath Yatra. And Rath Yatra organized in a very grand scale, and Narsimha Dev very impressed. But then Narsimha Dev saw that the king is going, taking a jhadu and cleaning in front of, sweeping in front of the Rath cart, and he was very upset. How can a king sweep? He can, king is a very administrator, Kshatriya, this is a small, it happens, right? If somebody is an officer or a big manager, director, and if he goes and cleans the cups and saucers in the kitchen, in the office kitchen, what will you say? So because for those stuff, there are the servants or the other staff are there. The king was very upset. And while Purushottam Dev was engaged in the Rath Yatra, they left Puri. They take the daughter, left Puri, and later on a letter comes saying that marriage is cancelled. No more marriage. And they gave that, all the reasoning. Purushottam Dev was very angry because that, not only he criticized him, but he criticized the Lord Jagannath and the rituals as well. That, so then Purushottam Dev, of course, the royal, the Kshatriyas, they can tolerate anything, but they cannot tolerate the disrespect. Defame, they cannot, they can give up their life, but they cannot accept the disrespect. So Purushottam Dev takes the whole soldier and attacks the Kanchi king, and he is utterly defeated. Okay, Narasimhadev basically, puts him in jail, but then he says that okay, let you go. I mean, I will not kill you, but I will let you go. You go back, but no more marriage. I can't, now that, I saw you doing the very menial service. Now I see that you are not even a worthy. You defeated from me, you are not worthy of the fight as well, Then king decided that I will commit suicide. Because Kshatriyas, there are the two possibilities when they go to the war. One, they win. Second possibility, they die. And here, that, he didn't die. He said that go away. That is the even more, insult. So Purushottam Dev decided on his way back to jump into the river and give up his life. Okay, commit suicide. So his assistant, his personal secretary, said that okay, you can die, you can suicide, but at least you take permission of your Lord. You are doing all these things for your Lord. I mean, he pursued that, don't do that, your people need, poor needs, and your Lord needs and all. That, it is a criticism of the Lord itself, and I couldn't basically protect that. I couldn't protect my Lord. Then what is the use of my life? So I have to give up. So the personal assistant says that, at least you are doing this for your Lord. Take his permission. Isn't it? But you are deciding by yourself, So he writes a letter to Lord Jagannath that this is what happened. I want to commit suicide. My life is wasted. My life is not worthy of anything. And please give me permission. And this personal assistant takes the letter, offers at the Jagannath, and the priest reads the letter to Jagannath, and Jagannath dictates, okay, write a reply. When you went for the fighting, did you take my permission? Okay, you went for the fighting for me, but then did you take the permission? But now you want to commit suicide, but you need my permission. Isn't it? So, I mean, we blame the Lord for anything and everything. Okay, so what we face is our actions, I mean, the devotee's mood is to the surrender to the will of the Lord. Not that we do on our will, but blame the Lord that ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, Makes sense? So Lord basically then replies, Lord says that okay, now you go, don't commit suicide, go and fight with the Kanchi king. He just got defeated. There are no soldiers, and Lord is saying that you go and fight. How will you fight? And this time you will win. Because me and my brother will join you. Okay, so Balram, the muscle, So then the king, there are no soldiers and all. They arrange the soldiers. Every family they go and ask that okay, you have to send your children. If you have two sons, send one son. If you have four, then two sons, like that. You know, some countries even today in the world they have a national military service. Everybody have to be ready, go and fight for the. So likewise, it was a mandatory because there is no soldiers, and finally he gathers a big um, army and attacks. Now Narasimhadev says that this fellow again, like just now I defeated him. you know so now he basically criticizes. Okay, now this time not only I defeat you, I will take your deities as well. I will bring from the Puri and I'll keep them here. I'll take away, I'll defeat you and everything. So anyway, Purushottam Dev, that no power, nothing, but he marches for the war. On the way, that one lady selling the buttermilk. Okay, and she stops the king, saying that, "Oh Lord, there are the two soldiers of your army. They came and they drank the buttermilk, and they didn't had any money. And they said that our king is coming and he will pay. So now you pay." So king is saying the whole army is with me. Who went in the ahead? So the lady says, I demanded that who they are, how to identify. So they gave me a ring, and they said that show this ring to our king. King will understand who we are, and he will pay you. And they gave this ring. That is the Lord Jagannath's ring. And then king understood that Lord Jagannath and Baldev, they basically went ahead of the king, and one is sitting on the white horse, other one sitting on the black horse. Okay, black soldier sitting on the white horse, and white soldier sitting on the black horse. And then king basically goes, fights, and wins the princess Padmavati. Her name was Padmavati. That is the story. If you go to the Puri, where the Garuda pillar is there, so one corner, if you see where the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's things is there, the other side in the wall, this pastime is engraved, it's there. You can see that one. So
We remember reading it. Especially in Sachinandra Maharaj's book also.
yes, so this way, Lord Jagannath is very merciful, and anybody surrenders sincerely to Lord Jagannath, Lord will reciprocate. Lord will reciprocate. In Puri, the devotees, they are completely surrendered to Lord. They basically can give their life in a second for Jagannath. You can see the way they dress, the way talk, and everything. They they eat pan and all. Sometimes the devotees criticize what they are looking like that and all, but they are the extremely surrendered devotees. For them, their whole life just Jagannath. For Jagannath, they can do anything like that. So if you want Jagannath to enter your life, what to do? Sincerely chant, sincerely surrender to the will of the Jagannath, and your Jagannath will reciprocate. Yes, Prabhu is laughing. From tomorrow, we'll surrender.
Tomorrow.
When the tomorrow will come?
Underline.
When will tomorrow will come?
Tomorrow.
Isn't it? So there is no good time. Surrender is now. There is no tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Yes, agree?
Prabhuji, just wondering, can you please glorify something about Subhadra Maharani, please? Because we know stories about Jagannath and Baldev, but we don't know, like I don't know anything about Subhadra Maharani. If you want, can you?
See, Subhadra is Yogamaya. Okay, so Lord Krishna's sister. Okay, so Subhadra born. When Vasudev Devaki were in jail, the 8 children were born. 8th was Krishna, right? And once that is done, then Kamsa was bit impressed and said that okay, 8 children are done, and then he released Devaki and Vasudev. Kamsa actually loved Devaki like anything. Okay, so Devaki was not own sister. He's like cousin. Okay, so and he had again many siblings. I think there are the 8 or 9 children. The siblings, the Kamsa. Kamsa was the eldest, but his father's brother's daughter is Devaki. Okay, and he was very, very affectionate to Devaki. Okay, he was affectionate to Devaki more than his own sisters and brothers. Okay, so when the marriage happened, marriage arrangement happened, then Kamsa said that I will personally get Devaki married. So he basically arranged Devaki's marriage and gave the huge opulent donations like dowry and everything to yes, Vasudev. And when the Devaki was leaving, then he said that no charioteer, my sister, I will drive. So he had so much affection towards Devaki. But of course, one Akashvani came and his mind got corrupted, right? Then he put Devaki and Vasudev in the jail. Then he released after Krishna was born and all. Then they brought they lived at the Kamsa's palace in Mathura, right? And then basically after some time, Subhadra was born. Okay, and then again Narad Muni comes and says something, and his mind again corrupted, and he again put them in the jail. Okay, after then Krishna basically comes and kills the Kamsa, and then he releases the parents from the jail. So like that, So Subhadra was born later. Okay, and Subhadra is protected by the both brothers, Jagannath and Baldev, or Krishna and Balram. Okay, and Subhadra is the Yoga Maya. Okay, Shakti. So those who take the shelter of Subhadra, they get the protection of both Balram and Jagannath, like that. So that's why when the Rath Yatra happens, that when the Subhadra's Rath goes, first goes Balram as a protection, and then Subhadra Devi goes, and behind Jagannath comes. So she is protected from the both sides. So if you want the Jagannath's mercy, you can pray to the Jagannath. But if you pray to Subhadra, not only you get your spiritual advancement because she is the Yoga Maya, and you will get the protection of the Jagannath and Baldev as well. Okay, so that is another thing now. So who to meditate?
Who to surrender?
Yes. So that's
In
why
fact, when
we surrender Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan. Okay. So as Subhadra Devi is the Yoga Maya, I mean, by her mercy, one can win, like, entire, like, our existence in the material world, like, for your spiritual progress comes from the Subhadra Devi. And protection comes from Jagannath and Baldev. Make sense?
But when we stand next to the altar, there is Guru there is Prabhupada, Guru Parampara there in the middle, Gauranitai, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Maya, and then Radha Vallabha. When we stand there, who should we pray? Should we pray to Guru there, or should we? Radharani is Radharani is more merciful, but merciful than Gauranga is more merciful than her. More merciful is more Nitai. So who should we approach?
Yeah. Why not directly Krishna? Why all these
Because
drama?
Krishna doesn't allow you, right? If you need mercy, they say you go step by step, right?
Correct. You got the answer. These are the steps, right? And Guru is the representative of Krishna. Guru is not different from Krishna. When you surrender to Guru, automatically they will lead you to Radha, Krishna, Balram, Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu is the Adi Guru. So our first duty is to take the first step, and that is the surrender to Guru. Without surrender to Guru, nothing is possible. Nothing is possible. Adi Shankaracharya writes that you can have a good family, good wealth, that you can have a son, but if your consciousness is not surrendered to Guru, everything is wasted. You can have the knowledge, you can have the ability, you can have all the abilities, but as long as you have not surrendered to the Guru's lotus feet, then what is the use? Everything is wasted. Okay, so we understand the glories of Jagannath, glories of Baldev, glories of Subhadra, Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu. Everything comes through the Guru only. That is the channel. That is the way to approach.
And if we have to ask something, should we ask him?
You ask, if your ask is sincere and it is for the spiritual progress,
Then Guru will answer.
it will fulfill. You see in your life, if it is for spiritual benefit, it will be fulfilled. Okay? Krishna fulfills what you need. Krishna doesn't fulfill what you want. Okay? And without asking also, Lord will fulfill all your desires, all your needs. You don't have to ask. Okay? So, that what is Ravana's behavior? He wanted everything, but not Ramchandra. Okay? I want the Sita, but not Ram. So, that is basically why the Ravana's example is significant. Because when you ask something which is not spiritual, then what it is? It is for your own bhoga, own enjoyment. Own enjoyment, when you go, there is no limit.
Dukkha yoni.
Ravana, what is that he didn't had? What he didn't had, and for his own enjoyment, he had to kidnap Sita. if you see the glories of the uh, Ravana, of course we can't say glories of so he had a control of the entire Swargaloka, and even to the Devatas he didn't have to order. He just gives a eye glance. That's it. The every Devatas will work according to his will. So now imagine what is that he didn't had. Why he had to kidnap Sita? So when we run after our personal enjoyment, there is no limit. Okay? And to if you ask, even if you go to Ambani, say that do you need something, he will say I need this, I need this, I need this. He is one of the richest person of the world, isn't it? So desires never stop. But if your desire is purified, that is spiritual desire, go ahead and ask, no problem. And the Lord will fulfill. Lord will fulfill. So many examples are there. I'm talking about current day and age. Of course, scriptures are mentioning many things, there are unending examples. But in today's day and age also, that if your desire is purified, if your desire is spiritual progress, that will fulfilled. See, what happens when we chant, when somebody becomes a devotee, the karma is removed. That is very little. That is not even significant. In the Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami explains that the power of the characteristics of the bhakti, it can burn the karma, it can burn so much of karma which you don't have the ability to commit. That is the power of the bhakti. So karma, the burning of the karma is a very, very minimal, very initial stage. That is called klesha agni. Right? However, that the bhakti can give us many benedictions which we can't even imagine. Okay. And when the Lord is removing your karma, Lord already lays a future plan for you. Okay. In the second chapter itself, in the Bhagavad Gita, which one? The 50th verse. It said that if anybody accepting the process of the bhakti, their punya karma, papa karma, both are taken away. And Lord takes their in charge. Because everything happens for the karmic reaction only. Isn't it? You see, whatever the good or bad happens, according to our karma. Let's say the karma is removed. Then what happens? You are still committing the karma. Will you get the reaction or not? No, you will not. Because once the one taken a process of the bhakti, Lord takes the in charge, not the karma. Understood? So, whatever happens in your life, it's based on your karma. Good karma or bad karma. However, for a devotee, it is not the karma. It is the Lord's will. Everything happens according to the Lord's will. Lord decides what to happen in your life, in a devotee's life. So we have to understand that the Lord is looking after me. Then surrender to His will. And if you have any desire, spiritual desire, Raghu Behra, what is his desire? Oh Lord, whenever I want to take your darshan. He could have said, Lord, why only supplies? Give me a palace as well. Did he say that?
No.
Isn't it? He didn't ask. And he said that, Lord, whenever I want, you have to come. And when Lord agreed to come, what is his desire? I want to feed you. I want to serve you. When the supplies came, he didn't want to say that I want to enjoy. Oh, he said so many varieties. Now I can serve the Lord very nicely. That is his mood. And Lord came. Lord reciprocated. So like that, If our desire is purified, if our desire is spiritual, if our desire is to serve the Lord, it will be fulfilled. So we have to test ourselves how sincere we are. Make sense? You.
No, no, you just reminded what Gauranga Krishna Prabhu always says. He says that, he says, do not evaluate a situation based on how much pleasure or pain it is giving you, but evaluate a situation based on how much Krishna consciousness it is making you.
Yes. Yes. And sometimes Krishna puts you in trouble to remind you that I am there. Isn't it? Any other questions,
Yes,
comments?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Oh,
Prabhuji.
sorry, yes.
Sometimes, I always used to think, how can you love Krishna more than your children? Like, should we, to start with, to develop love to Krishna, towards Krishna, should we start treating him like a person? Because what I've noticed is, Friday evenings we go to Bhakti Vriksha, and Saturday afternoon and evenings mostly at the temple. It's like the prasadam will be taken care, and you won't, you will not forget, you will neglect to prepare food for Krishna. So should we treat him like a person to start with, so that we will develop that love towards Krishna?
Krishna is a person. Not thinking or not starting. Krishna is a person. Okay? And to reciprocate with us, Krishna is so merciful that he takes the form of a deity and comes to your home. Okay? Krishna takes many avatars. Sometimes he becomes animal, sometimes becomes human, sometimes half animal, half human. He can become anything, isn't it? Krishna takes many, many avatars. And likewise, Krishna takes the avatar of a book as well. That is the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, right? And Krishna takes a form of a sound vibration as well. That is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And Krishna takes the avatar in the form of the deity and comes to your home. So Prabhupada explains that deities are like a post box. You put something in the post box, it reaches the destination. So you serve the deities are the Lord, not different. So first of all, thinking that should we decide like a person, they are the person. Okay? And that if you sincerely serve the deities will reciprocate. Deities will reciprocate. And it happens even in the current day and age. So you have to basically, if you have deities at home, means that you have a child at home. Okay? If the child is a small baby, what do? Do they do their own work? No. You have to do that. You have to serve them. You have to feed them. Okay? And you have to dress them. They don't even know how to dress. Even a toddler, that when you dress them, they know that you are dressing. So the kids just stay, right? So like that, the deities come in the form of your children, that they don't do anything, they just stand there. Even if you are dressing, they don't know, like they don't. So like that, you have to treat them like a children. Okay, then basically you will develop that. Okay, and that is why it is advised that the Grihasthas should have the deities at home, so that you will be fixed and serve them. Understand? Yes. And
Mataji,
In
crow
the
story.
meantime,
Prabhu, continue.
Crow story. Mataji, crow story.
Okay.
Prabhu?
Yes.
Prabhu, Q&A is okay now, Prabhu?
Okay,
Yeah, we will do the Q&A. Yeah.
Prabhu's Mataji's, any questions? This is the right time to ask questions.
So yeah, Mataji asked the crow story. What is the crow story?
Rohini Prabhu.
Mataji, huh? Okay, so I don't know how much you heard, but we can't go through the whole pastime. That will take time. But when Indradumna Maharaj constructed the temple, and he carved the deities and all, he wanted to install them. But for the installation, he wanted to get the topmost Purohit, topmost Brahmana in the universe. And that is none other than Lord Brahma. So Indradumna Maharaj goes to bring Brahma. And in the meantime, many yugas completed on the earth. Like Brahma's time and our time, there is a vast difference. So by the time they come, the Odisha king, they saw the temple with the deities we have never seen, half finished. So they keep those deities aside and they start worshipping. And that tradition continued for many, many ages. Okay. And at that time, Indradumna Maharaj came with Brahma. Said that, okay, this is my temple. They didn't even allow him to first of all to enter into the temple. So then Indradumna said, I constructed this temple. So what is the proof? So he is Brahma. He is Brahma? Who knows? He doesn't look like, So because they don't accept. At that time, the crow sitting on the tree, his name is Kaka Bhusandi. Kaka means crow, Bhusandi. So he speaks, the crow speaks, saying that, yes, I witnessed. He is the king, he constructed the temple, and he is the right owner. And that also the king and the priests and all, they don't accept. After all, a crow will give the witness. So then, crow basically jumps into the Rohini pool, comes as then Vishnu form, and so he gives the then they accept. Okay. Then basically Indradumna Maharaj, that continues Lord Brahma does the installation, and that installation is nothing but the Snan Yatra.
Okay.
So Snan Yatra, what we know, that is the installation or appearance, birthday of Jagannath. Okay.
Thank you very much, Professor.
No worries. Any other questions, comments?
Prabhu, I think everyone here has commonly has a question. There are so many gurus. How can we choose a guru?
Interesting. Which guru is good?
Guru shopping.
Which one is good? Which one is bad? How to choose? Yes. I mean, you all heard many instructions how to choose and all. So what is your understanding?
You should be able to connect what they say. That connection should be.
Okay, how do you know connection happens?
Whatever we should feel listening to their lectures more and more, and whatever they say, I have to implement that. That thing should come naturally, organically.
Okay, that's good. Anything else?
Like Prabhu, initially when I started, I didn't knew that the Guru Parampara, but when I saw Arjun Sakha Prabhu, I don't know, I felt like he is my Guru, but of course he can't be that. I didn't knew all that before that, but that whenever I see him, or I always look when can I meet him and all that. So it's very natural that it comes from inside for Prabhu to listen to him or
and everything. So I take him as my, obviously now I know, so take him as a shiksha guru. Yeah. But before that, like she was saying, the connection. So in that way.
Yes, very good. In one's life, there are the many gurus come. One category is the Sravana Guru. You hear and you get inspired and you implement their instructions. Okay? And then the Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru who inspires you most and you take the guidance, spiritual guidance. And then the Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru who is the one who gives you the initiation. Sometimes all three can be one person. Okay, so like that. So one can have many Shiksha Gurus. Okay, many people can inspire. So that's not a problem. But Diksha, only one Guru. Like that. Not many Diksha Gurus. Like that, you know. Yes. So, first of all, we have to choose a Guru. That itself, is that correct? What capacity you have to choose? Just now what we discussed, Guru is the representative of Krishna. Guru is not different from Krishna. Sakhyat Harityana Samasta Sastre. Okay, Sakhyat Hari. So he is the Lord himself. Now another Guru is there. He is also Sakhyat Hari. Now we are trying to choose this Guru or this Guru. So do you have even the capacity to compare? So first of all, the tendency that we have, that I am choosing the Guru, that tendency has to be purified. Okay? So then comes what I said earlier. Surrender to the will of the Lord. Okay? Then Lord will definitely reciprocate. Okay? And when that, of course, not only when, which like, if you pray to Lord Nityananda, he fulfills. Nityananda is most merciful, very merciful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the magnanimous. He is the most merciful avatar, right? And Nityananda Prabhu takes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you surrender to Nityananda Prabhu, pray to. And what you said is correct. That the Guru makes the connection, who inspires you, you take their shelter. But any Guru is okay. For example, the power is coming from the grid, right? And it is entering the house. I want to charge my mobile. Should I charge here or should I charge there? Which one is better? Which one is better? Both are the same. Okay? But I felt this one is good. Okay? So first of all, that surrender has to come. Surrender has to come. That any Guru is okay. And when the surrender comes, everything will be clear. Okay?
It will be done automatically. We doesn't have to just pray to Nityananda or like Prabhupada and it will happen.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. And of course, you put your own endeavor to serve the Guru, hear from Guru. But regardless, Lord has a plan for you. That will happen. Dhruv Maharaj left the palace, he went to the forest. And Guru came after him. And did he pray to Narad Muni to come? No. Did he write the IDC, FAC? Nothing. Dhruv Maharaj didn't do anything. Guru came to him and he basically deliberately gave the shelter. Mrugaya was in the forest. Narad Muni went there and deliberately gave the shelter. So Mrugaya didn't do anything. So if you are surrendered, Guru will come in your life. Guru basically is already chosen for everybody. Krishna has chosen a Guru for everyone. It's a matter of
Time.
meeting, matter of time. And if you have come through here and sitting here and hearing the Jagannath Katha, Bhagavad Katha, it's not accident. It's not accident. Because so that is the arrangement. So definitely it will happen. So what happens that you have to purify your mind. Okay, Guru is the Ashraya Vigraha. In the conclusion of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that surrender to me, I will deliver to you. Yes, but where that surrender comes, who will give that surrender to you? That gives the Guru. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is explained that Guru is the Ashraya Vigraha. So you have to, once we have, because see, what you are doing is not wrong. Like here the Guru, try to implement and see that who is connecting. But I'm saying what the mode should be. In that mode you have to go. Make sense? And this Guru looks good, that Guru looks good. There are the
Same
God
language.
families are there. I know this person, he is Guru, So, and this is the Indian body, this is the American body. I'm a UK person, so UK body. So all these things, so there should not be any such discrimination of whatsoever. Okay, and when we have a mode of the surrender, then the take your please give me that. Yes. Any other questions, comments, feedback, chastisement?
That's the only thing remaining. Tell something about Sudarshan. Why is Sudarshan with Jagannath Baladev Subhadra in?
Yeah, Sudarshan is the Lord's associate. So
He's always-
always with the Lord. Yeah.
I think with majority of them, Prabhuji, Bhakti Ruksha is over, and they're trying to find that between Bhakti Ruksha and the next step, like I think we discussed with Prabhuji. So they are in the middle, and some of them they feel a little bit lost. So how to keep themselves motivated? Please tell me how to keep the ball rolling, how to keep how to be on the track and not
Continue
deviate.
chanting 16 rounds.
So everybody finished Bhakti Viksha. What is the purpose? Yes, Mataji.
Purpose,
Purpose of Bhakti Viksha.
Prabhu, to know about Bhagavad Gita and to know how important the association of devotees are
Okay.
and
So-
how we can go further. It's like a first step towards Krishna.
So Bhakti Viksha finished. So you understood Bhagavad Gita. So if the purpose is not served, that means Bhakti Viksha not finished. Okay? The objectives, the purpose has to be defined. Like when you go to the any training, what do they train you first?
Aims and objectives.
Aims. This is the objective. And then you will sit for next 4 hours. We will train you, and this is what you are going to learn. Yes. So sometimes you go for your technical training, or you go for the certified trainings, or anything, any training. Everything starts with an objective. So what is the objective of Bhakti Viksha? Yes, sir.
Right.
No, you Nobody will feel lost. Okay? How to get the ball rolling? Ball has to keep rolling. That is the objective.
Yes.
If it's not rolling, that means objective
There's
is not completely
Not
fulfilled.
fulfilled.
Okay. So you can relook at it. See, Bhakti Vriksha curriculum must have finished. That we have to do 30 weeks course or 50 weeks course and all. That is done. Maybe that is done. But have we? How far we have gained? Okay, and the same objectives. Maybe you can do some follow-up programs. Okay, to learn, and some can learn very quickly. I know a devotee, and he was in the engineering college, like in the North India, and he came in contact of the devotees, and they said that Hare Krishna mantra is the thing, and the purpose of life is this and all, and he was completely surrendered, and in the 6 months he was chanting 16 rounds and all. He said that I am leaving this course.